Hi, everybody, and welcome to Nashua ETV's broadcast of high school basketball. It is the North-South rivalry. North-South boys basketball just underway, and Jason Roby, both teams coming in having split their first two games. Of course, different atmosphere with North-South rivalry. I think I saw more cows out by the hill when they were tobogganing than in the lot when I got here today.
Is that why you were late, Tom? Were
yes,
you doing
I
a
was
couple
sliding
runs?
right down that hill, buddy, and I'm walking right back up. Took me a while, so.
Quick make there, first make of the evening. It looked like number 30, Jaden Montgomery for the home team, the Titans.
And you know what, Jason? I think we saw the effects of the back-to-back situations in scheduling now because both teams won. Well, South lost resoundingly to Wyndham. North won easily over Alvern in their Tuesday night games, and it was just the reverse, although their games were much closer on Friday night.
Yeah, the scripts were flipped, so to speak, and real quick there, offensive rebound, Curtis Harris-Lopez going up for the and one opportunity, but you're right, Tom. Alvern got run out of this gym and by Nashua North, and then they play him again, and it's a narrow victory for Alvern, and as you mentioned, South getting taken out behind the woodshed against Wyndham. Coach Mazerel not real happy. They come back and score a big victory. So both teams entering at 1-1 as Harris-Lopez hits the and one situation.
And another good start at home for North, and there's a steal. But another good start, Jason, at home. They got off to a 7-0 lead against Alvern the other night, and they never looked back. They're up 5-0 now.
Well, and that's the thing, right, Tom, for this Nashua North team. They've got to run. They're going to run. They're going to play defense. They have quick hands. They're not a very tall team, so they have to be athletic and run. And there you see right there is Montgomery will go to the hoop. Nice bounce pass to the outside.
Montgomery got away with a travel. He slid his foot.
Harris-Lopez has his pocket pick.
Well, that's the thing. Harris-Lopez was not a really big, noticeable factor on Tuesday night, and I didn't see Friday night's game. I expect him to be much more of a factor here. And so is this kid right now who had the layup, Alex Holkafor.
Yeah, Alex Hulfacker goes in and has an N1 opportunity. Took it strong to the hole, used the left hand, banked it in. He'll get a chance for the three-point play here as we're going to get a sub, our first sub of the game. It looks like number 24, Trevor Lebrecht, is going to check in and give Espinal a break.
And I think if Hulfacker can get a little stronger, because he's only a junior,
right.
If he can get a little stronger, he can do a lot more of that, taking the ball to the basket, because he's gotten bigger. He's gotten taller.
Yep.
So that's a big thing. Jason Roby will take you the play-by-play, and I'll be rejoining him soon. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Yeah, we thank you, Tom, and we just saw right there a big block shot. Get out of my kitchen, said Rhett Medling, a 6'8" junior for Nashua South. Going to be tough sledding on the inside with him manning the paint. So we'll see what the Titans can muster up here as Harris-Lopez loses his footing. Titans kick it around the outside, a dribble drive by number 35. He'll go up and miss the layup. That was Spencer Lebrecht, but he gets fouled on his way to the hole. He'll have a pair of opportunities forthcoming. So,
well, Jason, thanks to the magic of Pete Johnson and his extended court, I can actually shoot photos and talk to you at the same time.
Look at this. The miracles never cease.
Isn't this amazing?
The gift that keeps giving. The voice of Tom King coming from about 15 feet away.
This is great.
As Lebrecht hits the first.
Well, if only I could do this with Collins and be like 15 feet away from him.
Missing the second, but there to clean it up. It was a battle for the ball. Lebrecht comes away with it. Now we see Trevor Lebrecht. He'll go up, miss it, and a box out there, so South gets possession.
Well, you mentioned that's the one thing that you notice about this team with North is their quickness. They have to be very quick, and they were very quick. And they also, Jason, have to be in attack mode. They're an attacking type team. Yeah,
they're going to create their offense by turnovers, clearly not by playing, defense underneath the hoop. Is first basket there for Nashua South.
Geez, I might have my shot already. That was pretty good. This is turned out to be a really good
vantage
afternoon.
Point. And a nice dish underneath the Curtis Harris-Lopez. He notches his 5th point of the game, and North will extend that full court pressure as Hulfacker comes up the middle of the floor.
And I think for North to be really successful, they're going to have Curtis Harris-Lopez be the main focal point. I really do. He's a senior. He's the best athlete probably on the team. I think unquestionably on the team. And, the more involved he is, I think the better off they are.
Right. Hulfacker, the give and go, stolen there, and going the other way is Lebrecht. and he finds a streaking Sam McElliott. He dishes off, finds Harris Lopez, and you mentioned it, Tom, right there. The Panthers coach Nate Maswell going to take a timeout and talk about it.
Yeah, he does not like the pace.
No, this is a frenetic pace that definitely favors the Titans, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Up 10-5, and that's what we're going to see. Now remember, everybody, these games, although they're competitive and everything else, I don't believe they're going to go by seedings or anything like that when they do the tournament. I think they'll do what they did in the fall, which was for soccer and for field hockey and volleyball, which were blind draws. And I think that's what we're going to see more of, are blind draws in these tournaments.
Had an interesting conversation with Brad Zepenis, one of the officials, and also a newly selected member of the Nashua Athletics Hall of Fame. He is one of the officials on the floor today, but Brad was thinking it would be great to see the coaches, for at least at Division I, get in a room and have a discussion so that you could set up the pairings in an appropriate fashion. But I think you're right, Tom. That's probably
they won't do it because basically you play out of your cluster.
Right.
You know?
And that is, safety first. As pull-up jumper, no good there. A jump ball. Possession will go to the Titans as it looked like Derek Finlay came down with it. Finlay starting corner on that championship football team. So he'll battle, and as a result,
Finlay did a lot of that on Tuesday night. He was actively involved underneath the basket.
Well, I think a lot, because of the height disadvantages this Titan team is going to face on a nightly basis, they're going to have to get a lot of people to the glass as coming the other way. And a good foul there that was number 1, Stephen Norris, and coming to the hole for Nashua South had the steal, and he'll be awarded. No, they're going to take it out of bounds. Thought maybe he was in the act, but they say no, so Medling will take it out of bounds.
Yeah, I've got a photo that shows he lost control of the ball as he went through, so they won't say he got the shot up.
So a good call there. Good hustle by the Titans. Panthers will retain possession as Medling takes it out. Panthers will set up their out of bounds play.
The question for South is, can they get Medley involved?
They tried to get Rochlow the ball there.
Right. Well,
couldn't make it happen.
Cody Rochlow, I think, that's the kid who hadn't played for a while and then got involved last year. He's somebody they really are counting on.
And a good look there by Medling.
Boy, when you get a big kid that can shoot from the outside, because your big people have to follow him out, that's a big plus.
10-7 now, the host team up by 3 and possession of the ball. Nice backdoor cut, getting him up. And that shot may have been effective, but Norris able to put it home. Certainly, Tom, you got to believe the parabola of the ball is going to be changed. I really like that word. And a nice make there, and that looked to be Jaden Murphy, rather.
Right. Murphy, a tough kid. He was involved. If there's a loose ball on the floor, Jaden Murphy is going to be after it.
Norris,
that's the way he plays.
Back iron. Panthers will come the other way, does Zach Hastingay. He'll slow things down.
Yeah, he was looking to run. He was looking to make the long pass.
Titans get back on defense. Hack there, and a great play out of bounds, keeping alive Stephen Norris.
I'll tell you what, there is action galore underneath this basket. It is really tough. South really wants to penetrate as much as they possibly can.
The problem with that, Tom, is if you penetrate and come away with nothing, your people are down underneath the boards, and off the Titans go.
Off they go running, which is what they want to do. They want to be able to run.
Harris Lopez get called for the travel on that last possession.
And see, you saw the difference in the score. Look how Alvern held them down on Friday night into the 50s, I believe.
Right.
That game the other night, it looked like they were going to score 100 points.
Roy gets the ball back out. Oh, a great defensive play there. Nice hands. That was 45 Derek Finlay again with the quick hands. Thought the Panthers could have gone backdoor on him, but they will retain possession. And in for the first time here, number 25 for the Titans is Jack Sullivan. He'll give McElliott a break.
I've got a good Brad Zepenis story to tell you. It involves me, too.
Always love a good Brad story.
Well, this is what he did to me. I'll tell you the next time out.
Panthers methodical in their approach here as they work the ball around the perimeter looking for a good shot. Pull-up jumper there, back iron. Good battle for the boards. Harris Lopez comes away with it. He's going to lose it. So it looked right there like number 22, Alex Hulfiger, had a great shot from the top of the circle. Couldn't get it to go. And
Well,
unfortunately for the Titans, they lose possession.
You know, that surprised me last year about this South team. They shot a lot from the outside, and they were basically as good as they shot.
Right.
If they had good outside shooting nights, they won the game.
Well, when you got a kid like Medling, who's not in the game now, but 6'8", you'd think they'd want to take some advantage down on the block, especially against this shorter Titan team. Nice pull-up jumper there and a make, and a real good look by Cody Rochelo.
Rochelo is a kid. I mean, if he has a good game, I think this team is going to be in good shape.
And I'll tell you, they are pestering Curtis Harris-Lopez. That's his 3rd turnover so far in the first quarter, at least by my count.
I'll tell you what, though, North is doing a good job of stopping Hulkafor from penetrating. He can't penetrate. He's tried 3 or 4 times and hasn't been able to do it.
Sullivan right there. They're going to say it was on the floor. And
I don't know about that. Wow, I'd love to see that again, but that's a Zapenis call.
Well, that is the beauty of the replay, as Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures here today. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson.
I don't know. That wasn't Brad, I don't think, who made that call. He's got the ball on the baseline. I'm looking. We're at the other side of the floor, so we can't see. Now that wasn't Brad who made the call.
Well, the fans didn't get in the way, that's for sure.
I take that back. Yeah, what a different atmosphere.
It is different, as Sullivan will set things back up. He finds Harris-Lopez, who goes about 14 feet in the air.
That's not going to make Nate Mazerow happy. He does not like those easy layups.
You cannot give Harris-Lopez the baseline.
And he was fouled.
Harris-Lopez, 9 points so far, Tom, here in the first quarter. 9 of the 14 points with a chance for number 10.
That's a big deal if you get Harris-Lopez going. 14-12 the score.
Can't get the second one to go, but right there, Johnny on the spot. Offensive rebound for the Titans, but they turn it over quickly. Back the other way come the Panthers. And can't get it to go. There was Rochelo. They get on the floor. They're going after it. They're going to keep the ball and possession to Nashua South. Good sportsmanship there, as Jaden Murphy helped up Jack Sullivan. These kids know each other from years playing in middle school and junior biddy and biddy basketball, and when the schools finally split, they get to go against one another here at the high school level.
Boy, what a difference of the atmosphere. We normally see the crowds, the whole bit, the student body in one corner, one group, and another corner, the other group going back at it and everything else. This is almost like, it's almost like a Sunday morning league game.
Like a scrimmage, yeah.
You know, like a scrimmage, exactly, a preseason scrimmage.
Sam McElliott goes to the hole hard and gets fouled, so he's going to get 2 shots here with a chance to add to this 2-point Titan lead. McElliott, good form, nice rotation.
Again, a good start by Nashua North that puts them in position to end the quarter up, although we've got 1:56 to go.
Makes the second, so good foul shots there for the Titans, as back the other way come the Panthers. A jump stop, nice dish out, falling short, but an offensive rebound by the Panthers, as Mitchell did some work to keep it alive, and Rochelo hits from the outside.
Yeah, Rochelo was left alone as the Titans all scrambled for that rebound.
And another steal there, Tom, as Rochelo comes back the other way. He'll pop, can't get it to go. Harris-Lopez with the rebound. So an opportunity there for the Panthers to take their first lead of the day. And great help defense there by Rochelo. But Johnny on the spot was Sam McElliott. So back and forth we go. A lot of turnovers, but a lot of action.
McElliott had a great game against Alvern in the first meeting on Tuesday night. And another turnover.
Good quick hands there, as back the other way comes Sullivan. He'll go up and make the layup.
And Jason, what I see now is that South is trying to push the tempo, and it's causing those turnovers and leading to North's easy baskets.
55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. A 5-point Panther advantage. A nice backdoor cut. And that was Roy going to the hoop. He stopped at the box. Unfortunately, Harris-Lopez did not.
Right. You know why he stopped? Because Harris-Lopez was a freight train coming through.
So Roy will go to the line as mass substitutions on both sides. The final 51 seconds here from the campus of Nashua High School North. A 20-15 North lead. Panthers will take the ball out underneath. Roig now, ball fake, gets the ball up top to Mitchell. Mitchell scoping out the defense. He dribbles, he sets a pick, and they're gonna call an offensive foul here. It looks like Roig set the moving pick, got called for it. It would have...
Takes away a basket.
Yeah, Mitchell had a great look there, so if you're the Panthers, you got to set your feet on that pick. 38 seconds. We'll see if the Titans hold on for the last shot.
I don't know if they have it in them to do that.
No.
I don't know.
And I'll tell you what, Tom, they're doing great work on the offensive boards.
They really are. They're controlling them.
Two right there. They don't come away with points, but they are killing it on the glass.
And
another steal there.
Yeah, see, they're trying to up the tempo. It's just not their way right now. They can't do that against this team.
And we hope Harris Lopez is okay. It looks like he's okay, just wiping off the bottom of his shoes. He went into the sideline hard there, saving that ball. 4 seconds. We'll see what the Panthers have dialed in. A shot taken from Litchfield, and it's knocked down at the buzzer. Was Jaden Murphy on a three-pointer. So we're going to go into the second quarter with a 20-18 Nashua North lead.
Boy, I saw that shot from Murphy, and the ball had great arc on it, great trajectory, and swish. You could tell it was going to be good. So it cuts the lead down to 2. And, this is going to be, if South can hit from the outside. See, I don't like their running game too much. There's too many turnovers involved with it, Jason. If South can hit from the outside, they'll stay in this game.
Tom, the other thing, too, and you mentioned this pregame, is that Nashua South has 9 players on their bench. They have 12 on the varsity roster, but only 9 suited up here today. We're not quite sure why, but we you have to wonder if depth becomes an issue.
Fatigue in the second half. We'll have to take a look at how things are towards the second half of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. Halftime will help these guys a little bit, but after that, you kind of have to wonder what it's going to be like.
Like what I'm seeing so far here from both these teams. They came ready to play, and it's been exciting. And so far, both teams heavy on the turnovers. We were sure they'll settle down a little bit, but 20-18, both of these teams, as mentioned in the pregame, come into tonight's, or this afternoon's game rather, with 1-1 records. Nashua North splitting with Alvern High School, and Nashua South splitting with Wyndham. South will get possession here to open up the second quarter as Mitchell will take it out of bounds. He'll get it into Murphy. Murphy now set things up. He is checked at the top by Trevor Lebrecht. Murphy dribbles to his right, looking to get a pick. He'll get one from Medling. The roll is there, but good defense. Yeah, and that's great defense there by the Titans.
The interior defense for Nashua North has been better than the interior defense for Nashua South.
McElliott got fronted Medling on that one, was able to get a hand on it, and as a result, ball went through the wickets out of bounds off Medling. Titans now methodical in their approach as Harris Lopez will set up, and he is checked by Cody Roachlow, and they'll get the ball around the horn, and that ball nearly stolen there. Titans got to be careful. Need a little more mustard on those passes. Harris Lopez will shoot off the mark. Medling underneath the boards, and the ball quickly taken. Stolen there, but can't get it to go. Medling, part 2. So great quick hands there by the Titans as it looked to be Spencer Lebrecht. Stole it, went up, couldn't get the layup. Medling again on the rebound, and he gets fouled. Titans will extend their full court pressure here as Mitchell sets to take the ball out of bounds. He gets it into Murphy. Murphy will come up the floor, and once again being forced to his left by Lebrecht. He goes up and no good. He steps on the baseline, and official is there to see it, so Titans will get the ball going the other way. Harris Lopez now dribbling up through the middle, back to his right. He'll penetrate, kick it out to the wing. They'll get it back to Harris Lopez. 2-man game going there with Lebrecht. And in he goes. And
that's the guy they got to stop, and it's going to be tough to do it. He seems to be wanting to bring his A game today, offensively and defensively. Curtis Harris Lopez taking charge.
9 points in the first quarter, his first bucket of the second, with a chance for yet another 3-point opportunity. This is his third 3-point opportunity of the first half. So no secret what the Titans are trying to do as he completes the 3-point play. Coming back the other way now is Alex Hulfacker, and he tries to get it over the top to Medling. Medling has to save it. They get it back out to Mitchell. Mitchell will kick it around, finds Murphy. Murphy sets things up. And now Alex Hulfacker will penetrate into the paint, and they're going to call a foul on his way up, and it looks like It's going to be called on, I believe, Tom, Spencer Lebrecht. 3 Titans converged on Hulfacker as he drove the lane, and Lebrecht got happy hands, and as a result, Hulfacker going to go to the line for a pair. He knocks down the first.
Now, Hulfacker's been fighting that penetration he's been trying to penetrate and penetrate and penetrate all game. He got away with it early in the game, but then North tightened its defense up on him.
Front rims the second, and skying for that rebound is Harris Lopez. Is back the other way come the Titans. McElliott now. He'll dish it back out. Back iron on that 3-point attempt by Lebrecht. Offensive rebound there. Ball goes off of the Panthers, so the Titans will retain possession.
So one thing North had the other night, they were able to hit from the outside a little bit against Alvern.
23-19 now, Nashua North with possession under the south hoop. Harris Lopez will take the ball out of bounds. And they get it into Lebrecht. Lebrecht now will work, and he'll hand it back to Harris Lopez from the out-of-bounds play.
Dang.
And he knocks down a 3-pointer.
Yeah, he's feeling it in this game.
26-19 now, 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Panthers looking to answer the Harris Lopez bucket. Crossover dribble into the paint, jump stop. And they're gonna call a travel, and I'd say that's probably correct, as Jaden Murphy maybe one too many hops there. And
well, again, trying to force the issue inside where North has been very good defensively.
Zach Castengay will check in for Murphy, and Coach Mazerel will talk to Murphy about it. He's pleading his case that he didn't take steps. No do-overs here in the world of high school basketball, however, as number 24 for the Titans goes up for the shot. Lebrecht, he misses.
Yeah, they're not going to go over to Pete Johnson and look at his phone for the stream to see if the
there's no red flag coming out of Coach Mazerel's pocket or sock.
Exactly. But right now, with North having 26 points with 5:42 left in the half, it's not the pace that Nate Mazerel wants, because you don't want them to reach over the 40 mark at halftime. And
you look now, and the benefit here is that South now in the bonus, so they will get free throws.
Now that's a factor of that interior defense. North's going to be a little physical, so South with 5:42 left will go with the free throws. And as I look up above, well, North's got 7 as well, so they're both going to go to the line, which you expect in a rivalry game like this. They're going to be banging each other, and they're going to be committing fouls.
Medling hits the first. Checking in for the Panthers, Michael Ruststein. He'll check in for number 3, Jeremiah Mitchell. So Ruststein. Second is good by Medling, 26-21 now, so a 5-point advantage for the Titans. Dribble drive and a kick out there. The Titans will set things back up, a 3-man game going, as penetrating and met there by Medling was said, no, you're not coming in here.
And
good battle here, back the other way come the Panthers. Yep. And right there, Tom, Hulfacker thought he may have had Rutstein, but Titans may have been in the passing lane as the rebound goes to Montgomery.
They were. That's a veteran move by Hulfacker to hold up and not force that issue, which is what they were doing in the first quarter.
Nice runner there, can't go for Sam McElliott, so back the other way will come the Panthers, and McElliott maybe showing a little frustration off of that miss.
Whoa, that's a bad foul. Good.
And a good long arm catch there by Brad Zepenis, a wide receiver back in the day for the Nashua North football team.
Exactly, and what Brad Zepenis did to me about a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, is all of a sudden I get a message on a weeknight, just all of a sudden late.
Now, late for you, Tom, what does that mean? Is that like 7:30 or is that like midnight? What are we talking?
It's like 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I get this message, and it's got an attachment to it. And of course, you're always dubious of those, but you could see what the attachment was, because it had a window to it, to YouTube, and he typed the words throwback.
Okay.
It was a tape of me doing a Thanksgiving Day football game in 1995.
Oh my. Wow. What were you, like 50 then?
No, 81.
That's a year before I got here, Tom.
But I had hair.
We remember what that was like.
Yes.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
As going up to the hoop hard and fouled as Zach Castengay. Titans say you're going to have to earn it. Castengay gets up, gets a nice high five from his teammates. He'll go to the line for two. Was foul hard. I'm not sure if it was Harris Lopez on the foul or not.
My cut was a Thanksgiving Day game. We did the open on the turf at Holman on the field at Holman Stadium.
Yep.
And my broadcast partner at the time was the late Tom McDonald.
Oh, sure, Tommy Mack.
Yeah, Tommy Mack and I did a lot of games together. We had a lot of fun on TV.
Great man, Tommy McDonald.
Yep, definitely.
Rather, Castengay knocks down a pair, so brings this to a 1-point Titan lead, 26-25, 4:33 to go.
But one of the reasons I mentioned it is Brad said he's looking for any tapes of games of broadcasts or tapes of games from the old Belanger gym.
Oh, geez, okay.
You know, at the one Nashua High School. Ooh, nice move and draws the foul. But that's what he's looking for that. And that's how he stumbled upon, my game with Matt.
Before Montgomery goes to the line, Medling will check back in, but Coach Lane from Nashua North wants to talk it over before Montgomery gets his opportunity. 26-25, 4:14 to play here in the first quarter from Nashua North. Jason Roby along with Tom King, Nashua ETV.
Yeah, for a team that was dictating the pace like North was, they've got to be a little frustrated they're only up one at this point.
Well, you mentioned it, Tom. This is a rivalry game, and these teams, neither one of them are gonna fold. They're gonna go 100 miles an hour for 4 quarters here, and yeah, it's a rivalry game. And even though the fans aren't packing the stands and things are quiet here, no balcony Muppets, as we like to say, right?
Right.
You're not hearing a lot from the stands, but it's still a great game, and it's really needed.
What's the limit? Home team 2 per person?
2 per person can
right,
come.
For home team only.
For home team only,
right.
Correct. But very fortunate to be able to live stream these games to the folks that couldn't make it here today, and certainly the Nashua South families that are watching on Nashua ETV.
And they are watching, believe me.
Here comes Nashua South now as they do a keep away back and forth, and good help there. Fortunately, Rutstein is there to help out. Don't have a count on either team's turnovers. This is what I wanted to see Medling, see what he could do from the box. As an open shot created there, but North's going to come away with the rebound is Trevor LeBrec.
Yeah.
LeBrec will slow things down.
Yeah, Medling gave it away. I thought he probably had a chance maybe to post up, but he didn't think so, and he gave it back.
Nice dribble drive there.
Medling caused that turnover right there. He altered the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot is right as Finlay found the sledding difficult within the key. Chance for the Panthers to take the lead, but back the other way, stolen by McElliott.
A little slow on the cut.
McElliott, a nice, almost like a Euro step there going in.
He really impresses me.
Spin move there and all ball, but again, Rutstein there to clean up the mess. Hitting the deck hard.
Boy, and it is a mess. They are just going back and forth, and looking at Curtis Harris again. Nate's got to call timeout. You know why? He's got to slow the tempo down. You get caught up in the racehorse game, trying to force the inside game and trying to force the shots and causing turnovers and easy baskets for North because they run the floor so well and they have more depth in this game than South does.
Well, strategically too, Tom, using those timeouts, you get 3 minutes to go. You're just under 3 minutes in the first half. A good time to give your guys a break. And before things really start to get out of control, it's still just a 5-point lead. So South, it seems like about 10 seconds ago, had a chance to take their first lead of the game, and North has gone on a 5-0 run.
Right, and that's just it. Because South got caught up in the racehorse game. They tried to penetrate and force the issue inside, thinking they had some lanes, and they did, but North is a little quicker. They're just that little bit quicker, and that helps them out on defense. We think of it on offense. That helps them out more right now, I think, on defense, Jason.
Right, and a good timeout there by Coach Mazarol to kind of settle his troops down as North picks up in the full court pressure.
Nate doesn't waste time. If he sees a run on the way, he's going to make sure that something happens.
And up and easy, and Medling's got to make that one. He was all alone, and couldn't get the ball to go into the hoop as a pull-up jumper there is going to be short. Titans battling, but back the other way come the Panthers as an offensive rebound by Rochlow finds its way.
Oh, here we go.
The jump stop and a nice finger roll there by Zach Castengay.
That's the one time that North didn't shut off the lane.
And a sideline violation there as McElliott steps on the line.
Look, we both know if South's going to win this game, they're going to do it defensively.
That's right. That's where they make their hay. They play solid man-to-man defense.
Right. We saw them frustrate the heck out of North last year in that regular season game.
And the numbers now belong to South as the attempted steal for the Titans goes by the boards, and Medling can't control it underneath, and back the other way comes Harris Lopez. He gets bumped and had a chance to make that layup. As a result, he'll get a pair of free throws with 2:15 to go here.
I got to ask, do you think the Holy Cross football staff cringes every time they see him hit the floor?
Yeah, no question. Curtis Harris Lopez will be taking his talents to Worcester.
I got to give him credit. He's playing for his school and his team, you know, where he could have easily said, you know what, I don't need it. I can sit out. I got a college career ahead of me.
Well, and he misses the first, but he's a competitor, and you can't take that away from. You can't take that out of a kid.
Right,
you know?
and you got to give him credit for doing this.
Absolutely right.
Besides, he don't want to sit around.
Plus, he'd be bored out of his mind.
He doesn't want to sit around. Yeah, exactly.
He makes the second, and the full court pressure extended.
So at my age, Jason, sitting around isn't so much a bad idea.
Yeah, I hear you. And you're standing. I'm sitting in a chair right now calling the action, right?
Right.
And a good help defense there, but fortunately for the Panthers, Medling able to put it in the hole. And once again, the Panthers not going silently into the night. 31-29, Titans, 1:47 to play here in the first half. Harris Lopez now will kick it out.
Wide open.
Back iron, back the other way. And he's got a streaking player, and he couldn't get it to him as streaking down the sideline was Castengay. No one was running with him. He was all by himself.
Yeah, but that was good defense on the part of the Titans, getting over there and shutting that pass off.
Checking back in now is looks like Montgomery, and he'll give Norris a break.
Because what really did that was Jack Sullivan's height advantage.
Right. And speaking of height advantages, they find Medling, who gets the ball quickly over to Castengay. Castengay, he'll dribble drive, goes in with the right hand on the left side, and he's having himself a quarter.
Oh, he sure is.
8 points in the second quarter for Castengay.
He's quicker off the dribble than anybody in South has, isn't he?
He sure is. McElliott found Sullivan there. He couldn't get the three-pointer to go. There to clean up, though.
But there's the offensive board dominance. Three offensive
rebounds by the Titans. Still nothing to show for it except the Panther steal. Back the other way comes Mitchell. He'll go up. He's challenged at the hole. Gets it to go.
Great play by Mitchell.
Don't look now, Tom. 33-31 Panthers.
Defense. Their defense.
Kick out there.
Got away with the travel.
Dribble penetration. Medling there to say, get out of my kitchen, sir.
And
nice steal by the Titans.
Yeah.
Finlay.
But see, you got to understand the situation there.
Yeah.
Mitchell's got to know. He gets the ball. There's 40 seconds left in the half. Slow it down.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Don't get too greedy.
Well, high school kids being who they are, Tom, sometimes they forget about those things. And don't forget, this is just game number 3 for both of these teams. So, not even close to taking a dent out of this season as yet.
No. Dent out of us maybe, but not a dent out of the season.
I'm dented.
You've done about as many games as I have, you know?
Yeah, I'm
doing a live stream.
Yeah, doing the live stream with the highlight guy, Steve Cody, and we're supposed to combine forces tomorrow night at Bishop Girton for the big BG game, but I don't know.
I wonder about that one. I think they'd be wise to reschedule that.
I do too. The weather's going to play a huge factor.
Yeah, it really is. Although we're playing inside, but
5 seconds to go here. 3-2. They find Medling on the box. He'll fade away at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. But at the end of one half of play here from Nashua High School North, the Panthers, who were playing from behind the entire first half, find themselves with a 2-point advantage going into halftime, 33-31.
Yeah, an 8-1 run to end the first half, and a great quarter for Nashua South, and a great game so far. If this game stays this way, Jason Roby, we're going to have a pretty good game to watch.
Well, you have to like the second quarter, specifically Zachary Castengay coming off the bench. 8 big points there for the Panthers in that second quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've got the depth issue that they may have with only 9 guys dressed, you're going to need that play off the bench. So
Harris Lopez, at my count, Tom, with 18 points thus far. Not sure if I have that right. I'm pretty sure I do.
And that's a big factor. But you know what? South's either going to have to target him and let a couple other people go, or they're going to have to just try to, let him get his points and shut everyone else down. We are at halftime. The score is 33-31 in favor of Nashua South. We will be back with the second half right after this.
Myth. I can party with people as long as they don't have symptoms. That myth is false. As we've seen, up to 40% of people who have COVID-19 are asymptomatic and can pass it on to others. So I'd recommend avoiding any social parties, especially indoor ones. If you want to try to socialize but reduce your risk, I'd recommend meeting outside in small groups, continuing to wear a mask, and socially distancing from others if you can. Then together, we can keep COVID-19 out of school.
For ways to keep your community safe, go to backtoschooltogether.com.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Noah.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
All right, we are back here at the gym at Nashua High School North, where the Titans find themselves behind 33-31 to the visiting Panthers, visiting just across the river. A great game here in the Gate City between these two 1-1 teams. Nashua North found themselves up for most of the first half, and bench play from the Panthers, specifically Zach Castengay on a 8-point effort there in the second quarter. And the Panthers find themselves up by 2. Leading all scorers is Curtis Harris Lopez with 18 for the Titans. We are just about to get underway here from Nashua North. Jason Roby along with Tom King. Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson for Nashua ETV. And Harris Lopez brings the ball up. Dishes it out. A 3-pointer to start the half for Spencer Lebrecht, getting things going in the right direction for the Titans. As back into the game is Jaden Espinal. He did not see a whole lot of action there in the first half. Espinal back on the floor for the Titans. Dribbling in through, finding tough sledding. Alex Hulfacker goes up and in. He had himself a good first half, specifically from the foul line. 5 of 5 shooting from the free throw line. As Harris Lopez goes up.
Yeah, there he goes. I mean, I think that he's just going to decide at some point. He's already decided. He's going to take this game over.
And speaking of taking the game over, going up, and Alex Hulfacker couldn't get it to go. As a big push there, an offensive rebound.
Oh, look at that.
Spencer Lebrecht following the shot.
Oh, if I'm Nate Masrell, I'm not happy at all with how this half has started. You're up 33-31, and all of a sudden, it's a 7-0 run.
And player-controlled foul as offensive foul. Slow to get up off the floor. Good sportsmanship there, but not what you want to see is Zach Castengay limping a little bit.
You don't want to see leads evaporate quickly. You know, and only a 2-point lead, but all of a sudden you're down 3, the other team's got the ball, and the trend is not going in the direction you want it to go in. North doing a great job coming back this half.
Harris Lopez with good penetration, dished it off to Lebrecht. Lebrecht had penetration, but there to meet him, the 6'8" Rhett Medling blocks that shot out of bounds.
No.
3-point shot. Did he call glass, Tom?
Are you kidding me?
Did he call glass?
I'm looking at the trajectory from my angle, and it looked like it was going to go wide right.
I'm with you. Jeremiah Mitchell drives, can't get it to go underneath there, going the other way. (41-35). Titans with a 6-point advantage. 6:06 to play here in the third.
That is their largest lead of the game.
Harris Lopez now, he'll kick it out, finds a wide open Montgomery. He can't knock it down. That's going to be called on the floor, and that's going to go against Espinal. He was doing battle with the 6'8" Rhett Medling, came up a bit short. And that'll be his second of the game. Titans extending pressure up the floor now. Comes Hulfacker. He'll drive into the paint and go up. Can't get it to go, but Medling there for the rebound. Three-pointer, no good. Titans come back the other way. Rochlo couldn't get it to go. A nice kick out there to a wide open air ball from Harris Lopez, but an offensive rebound, Tom, by Spencer LeBrecq. Finds Harris Lopez following his shot. Goes up. So even when you don't hit anything on that shot, if you follow it, good things can happen.
And I'm sure that Nate Mazeral will tell you that the start of the third quarter was maybe the other team just came out a little stronger, a little sharper, a little more intensity than you did.
43-35 now, Titans.
And that's an
8-point advantage.
I tell you what, if Harris Lopez is going to get that ball in the paint, if he's going to hit jump shots, if he's going to do those kinds of things, that is just going to cause all sorts of problems defensively for Nashua South.
The one thing I do like, Tom, though, is that the other Titan players are doing the dirty work. They're banging underneath the glass. They're rebounding. They're boxing out. They're moving their feet on defense. So while Harris Lopez is the beneficiary of some nice passes and all of those points, the other Titans are doing their jobs. They're playing their roles very, very well.
It's worked out that way, hasn't it? I mean, this was a team that got a lot of players in the game against Alvern the other night on Tuesday and played with a lot of intensity, and they're showing that same kind of intensity now.
Every Steve Lane coach team is going to bring that to the table. They're always in the conversation in terms of the tenacity and the speed at which they play, as the Panthers doing a nice job of whipping the ball around the perimeter. And a good shot fake, pull-up jumper there. Knocks it down is Jaden Murphy.
Yeah, Jaden Murphy, that was a big basket. South needed something to happen. You come out of a timeout, with the ball, you want to have a good possession.
Montgomery finds McElliott. He'll cross over, penetrate, and gets it to go. McElliott with a chance for the three-point play there. A nice dribble drive into the paint, gets fouled going up. Chance for the three-point play.
He is just so tough. I mean, I don't remember. Last year, he was not that much of a factor as he is this year.
He was a role player, Tom, and we call him a dirt dog. He got in there, he did a lot of good things, but now he plays a bigger role on this team, no question about it, as he knocks down the free throw. 46-37 now, Titans on top of the Panthers, and going deep there on the post pattern. Would have made Tom Brady happy. Panthers lucky to keep possession.
See, when you've got a team that scraps and fights and claws the way North does, you got to match that. If you don't match it, you're in big trouble.
Meddling into the paint, up
Gotta
fake,
be careful
2,
not
3,
to travel.
Gets his pocket picked, back the other way,
Almost
come the
stole
Titans. LeBrecq finds Montgomery, can't hold on to it. Panthers go the other way. And a great move there, good body control as Hulfacker goes up for the layup.
You see, you get the turnover, and you're looking for that quick transition basket, but you can't force it, and now Harris gets his pocket picked.
Yeah, Murphy with a nice job poking that ball away from Harris Lopez.
I mean, these kids have played a lot of basketball. I mean, these are kids that are basketball players. You know, they've played a lot with their teams.
They were doubling down there on Meddling. He's got the height advantage on the box, so the Titans were dropping down, had two bodies on him.
This is a kid that they need to see more of, is Hulfacker. Hulfacker's got to be a big part of this offense. Wow.
As you say that, a huge shot for Jeremiah Mitchell from downtown. 46-42 now. Lead is 4 for the Titans. Titans work the ball around the perimeter, easy for me to say. And another bomb by Spencer LeBrecq. I think he yelled Yahtzee as he shot that one from the corner.
Yeah, he had a couple long-range missiles the other night against Alvern.
Curtis Harris-Lopez finds him again. Bounce pass, and Harris-Lopez can't control it. There's a two-man game going on there between Lebrecht. And these guys are just throwing the hands at each other. They're going to call a jump ball.
I'm telling you right now, South's got to be more careful with the basketball.
Well, you know, and the thing too is
what they have to do is cover up.
Yeah.
And if they
pivot and get away.
Pivot and get away. And if they can't do that, call timeout.
The other thing you have to know, Tom, is that this Titan team's not falling back on defense. If they don't get the rebound, they're not running back. They're sticking around and pressing.
Right, exactly.
Here comes Mitchell now, and again, another steal and a great play by Espinal. Finds Harris-Lopez, who dishes it back off. Pull up from, it looked like McElliott. He couldn't get it to go. It fell short, so back the other way
so
comes Holfacker
North
and
is
the Panthers.
now rushing their opportunities. They've had a chance to open this up to a double-digit lead, but unfortunately for them, they've turned the ball over.
Yeah, the Panthers are not going away. Another three-point bomb, and knocks it down is Jeremiah Mitchell. And if you're the Titans, you better get out there and check that young man.
Yep.
He is 2 for 2 so far here in the third quarter. 49-45, 2:46 to play as McElliott drives into the lane and knocks it down.
Can't allow that to happen, but you know what? Medley is not in the game right now. So the middle of the floor is now wide open for Nashua North.
That Trevor Lebrecht getting called for that foul there as he got his hands on Alex Holfacker.
But okay now, Jason Roby, we are beyond the midway point of the third quarter, so now we see what the factor is in terms of fatigue.
Right.
For Nashua South with only 9 players. Now, I say only 9. They could bring almost an entire new lineup back in.
Yeah, get a half-court trap being set up here. Panthers were ready for it. Got Harris-Lopez up in the air, altered that shot. Back the other way comes McElliott.
Uh-oh.
Too far under the hoop, couldn't get it to go. Tried to put some English on it there. Did Lebrecht. Back the other way come the Panthers.
Yeah, got to slow it down. And here's Holfacker. He's going to take it in. And nope.
Holfacker's finding it tough going into that left side.
He's
missed several.
Lopez looking for a pass.
He kicks it out. They working around the perimeter. They find McElliott under the hoop. Good ball movement by the Titans. Nothing to show for it.
Boy, McElliott will hit that shot 9 out of 10 times.
And some sloppy play here by both teams.
Yeah, we're getting into the racehorse style. If I'm Nashua South, I want to slow it down. If I'm Nashua North, you know what? I keep up with the racehorse. It's worked a little bit.
Rutstein's going to check back in for Roachlow as a pair of Titans also coming back in. That is Norris and Sullivan. They'll give McElliott and Espinal a break. Curtis Harris-Lopez running things from the point for these Titans. He'll cross over, bring it down to the right side. He'll find Norris. Norris gets back up top. Titans rotate it into the paint. Jump stop. Looked like he was fouled by Sullivan. Gets it to go. Big bucket there for the Titans.
You get a bucket like that. Up 8 with 1.5 minutes left in the quarter.
Two-person game going on there as Harris-Lopez with the quick hands knocked it away.
Tried to swim his way to get the ball and couldn't quite slide quickly enough to get it before it went out of bounds.
Jaden Murphy was doing the old hidden shell trick there, and Harris-Lopez knew which shell that ball was under. Panthers now looking to work it around. Holfacker trying to make something happen. Lifts it back over to Murphy. Murphy in and out. Position there by the Titans. They're on the move. They find Harris-Lopez.
Ooh.
No foul call going the other way. They help each other up. Back the other way comes Castengray. He'll go coast to coast. And they're going to call it on the floor against, we'll see who it was against. Yeah, that was on Stephen Norris. So a foul that wasn't called on this end, and it looked like a shooting foul on the other. They're going to say no.
And Steve Lane is pointing back down here saying, my guy hit the floor. What do you think happened there, you know?
Well, and you want to protect your best players too, right? You want to protect all the players,
but
I
mean, you got to argue it, even if you don't think it's foul or not. I thought it was borderline, believe it or not, because I thought that there was a lot of ball contact more than body.
Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul there.
He pushed him.
What a great job by Norris selling that out. It got quick
I was
feet.
just going to say.
Yep.
And I'll tell you where Norris's sales job comes from. It comes from his soccer play.
Well, it was good quick feet. He took the baseline away, and anytime you can take the baseline away in high school basketball, that's a victory, as Montgomery will check back in for the Titans. Looks like Montgomery and Finlay. Finlay now gets the ball back up top. Working it around is Sullivan. Sullivan back to Finlay. Finlay now finds Montgomery at the top.
Yeah,
Montgomery now gets it to LeBrec. LeBrec into the paint, spin move. Nice touch there by LeBrec as he gets it to go.
All right. And now it's an 10-point lead.
Biggest lead of the day for the Titans. We'll see what the Panthers can do with 18 seconds. Nice backdoor bounce pass cut. Oh, and over the top, and it was a leapfrog effort there. And
there are a lot of players.
Quite entertaining.
There are a lot of players in midair. I have a lot of midair shots on my camera. Not all of them are good, but I mean, there are a lot of players in midair in this game compared to what I saw the other night.
And Medling and Rochlow will check back in before this gets too far out of hand. 14.5 seconds to play here in the third quarter from Nashua North. Medling to take the ball out. And he will find Rochlow, who tries to get the ball back under to Medling, and Medling going to get called for the foul. That's a good battle there between Medling and Trevor LeBrec. So a big height advantage for the Panthers, but
LeBrec is the one player who can get up there with Medling a little bit, but Medling's got to win that battle.
Body position, ever important here, is a 3-on-1 now. And he goes up, challenged by Medling.
Wow.
And LeBrec will get it at the buzzer. So as we head here into the fourth quarter, your score, Nashua North 57, Nashua South 45, a 12-point advantage, Tom King, for the home team.
Medling mistimed his jump, and that allowed LeBrec the second chance basket as he got up there. And boy, I'll tell you what, they are elevating, they are playing tough, and you got to give Nashua North all the credit in the world for how they're playing in this quarter, boy. 57-45. It just was not a good third quarter for Nashua South.
And this is how the Titans, I mean, think what you're seeing on the floor today is exactly how they practice, Tom. It's not like they practice at a different speed, you know, when they're going through their practices. That's kind of the intensity that Coach Lane and his staff bring to all their practices, so it transfers onto the game.
Right, but what you're seeing, if you're looking at Nashua South and you name Nazarol, you look up at that scoreboard, you're not looking so much about what you have, you're looking about what they have. They have 57 points. If South was to win this game, usually for a Nazarol coach team, it ends at 57
points for the Titans, right?
Right, you know, I mean.
Well, we'll see what kind of defensive intensity South starts back up with here to start the fourth quarter. Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, giving a shout out to Nashua ETV, encouraging folks from around the state to get on board and watch today's action. If you're just joining us from wherever you happen to be on this live stream, you're seeing a good one. Nashua North hosting Nashua South here in the city of Nashua. Montgomery now kicks it around, finds a wide open Spencer LeBrec.
Oh man,
knocks it down.
LeBrec is just playing out of his mind in this second half.
Again, the full court pressure as Medling at half court gets it back to Castengay. He'll drive through the paint, take it up and over Jaden Espinal. Espinal going to get called for the foul with the body. Is a good aggressive move there by Castengay. Espinal had his arms up, but gave him a little hip check, so Castengay going to go to the line for a pair. 60-45, largest lead of the day for the Titans. Castengay a chance to cut into that. He will knock down the first. Michael Rutstein getting ready to check back in for the Panthers. Gets a pair. Rutstein will check back in for Castengay. He'll get a well-deserved break. And as we see here, the Panthers now extending that full court pressure, try and cut into this Titan lead. You always know the press break is successful when you can count on one hand how many dribbles, and that's going to be a travel.
Yep.
A great job of breaking that press, but LeBrec just took one too many steps. But again, the press being broken, you find a good successful press break with the amount of times the ball does not hit the floor. So Panthers here with a chance to get this lead under 13. Into the corner now. Good ball fake there. Medling on the baseline, spin move. goes up, can't get it to go, and into the land of the trees goes Jaden Espinal, and he gets fouled.
Espinal can elevate, as we saw during football season when he'd go up and try to make interceptions.
Looked like they let him play a little bit there, Tom. Meddling underneath, looked like there were two bodies against him, no whistle.
No, the post-up game with Meddling is not working. And when a post-up game like that has to work, it's got to get the whistles to go with it.
Montgomery from behind the arc, can't get it to go. The battle underneath, Meddling comes away with that one, saves it in. And a good play there as he got it to Rutstein. Back the other way come the Panthers and Hulfacker. Hulfacker now through the right side. Dribbles, pulls it back. Guarded there closely by Espinal. Good quick hands by Lopez, Harris Lopez. And the Titans come the other way. Harris Lopez on a streak. A pass from Espinal. Couldn't keep it in play, in bounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason, there's one way that South can get back in this game. And I don't know if they have it in their arsenal. Unless they get Rochelo involved and get some more, they need more outside shooting.
Well, Jeremiah Mitchell's checking back in, so he's one of the guys.
He's one of the guys that can do it from the outside. They need the outside game because North is just shutting down the inside game right now, which is hard to believe when you have a big kid like Meddling, but they all collapse on him and the other players aren't open.
Well, these kids can jump. They're aggressive. They're athletic. They'll extend the full court pressure. I thought maybe Murphy was going to throw it off of the back of somebody there, and Hulfacker goes to the right side.
What they need, but I'm surprised he was able to get in there that way.
60-49 now as the press is broken again. We'll see if the Titans pull things out and set up their half court. Good quick hands there by the Panthers. And we are going to get a jump ball call. Possession will go to Nashua South. So a chance to cut in even more. 5:53 to go here.
And I always think those arrow possessions, when you get those, you really need to take advantage of them because they can turn a game.
Mitchell goes baseline, tries to dump it into Meddling, but stolen there by Montgomery. Montgomery, and a good defensive play there as it looked like Lebrecht searching for Curtis Harris Lopez. Titans will take the ball out of bounds underneath the hoop here as Lebrecht will do the honors. And they get it in to Espinal. Espinal crossover driver into the paint, goes in and flat-footed. Whereas the Nashua South defense, a great move there by Espinal. And if you're Coach Mazerel, you are not happy with that dribble penetration.
He can't be.
Jaden Murphy now setting up the offense. He is checked there by Lebrecht. Panthers are working around Mitchell and stolen by Harris Lopez. We'll see what happens here. And Harris Lopez just goes up and over. And Coach Mazerel going to take a 30-second timeout here. 5:04 to play here in regulation. 64-49 Titans. And Tom King, you mentioned it, maybe fatigue becoming a bit of a factor here late in the game.
I think that's what we saw. What did we see at the end of the quarter? Into that third quarter, Nashua North kind of took control, and they got the lead up to double digits by the end of the quarter. And I think what you've got right now is a tired South basketball team.
Have to start to wonder if we're going to start to see Jeremiah Mitchell try to reestablish himself beyond the three-point arc to dig into this Nashua North lead just a bit.
Either him or Rochelo. They're good outside shooters. They need to get that outside game going. North's collapsing its defense, doing a great job, but you've got to be impressed with just the tenacity and the speed that this Nashua North team plays with.
And you mentioned it too, Tom, is the ability to, a good defensive game would have seen the score end at 57 for North at the end of regulation. They were at 57 at the end of the third quarter. So here come the Panthers now. They're going to try and make things happen.
Yeah, the offensive numbers for North are not what a Nate Mazerel team wants to see.
Hulfacker now will kick it around to Castengay. Castengay gets it back up to Rochelo. Rochelo will pop and can't get the shooter's touch. And good battle. 4 Titans underneath there. We're battling for that rebound. Good quick hands there by Rochelo. He gets it going back the other way. Meddling as it goes through his hands. And he'll get the ball back off to Murphy. Murphy now will set up the offense. 4:34 to go.
Okay, now you don't want to take the foot off the gas, right?
Castingay goes to the hole, was challenged there.
But there's 4.5 minutes left in the game. You got a 15-point lead. The clock is your friend.
That's right. There's no shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. One of only a few schools in the country that do not have, or one of the few states rather, that don't have a shot clock in high school basketball. Been Merrimack High School's friend for many years, as Castingay with the steal going the other way. And he'll go up, and timing there was Montgomery. He was trying to time that jump. Not sure if they're going to call him on the foul. Let's see. I believe they are. They're going to call him on the push.
He was the only player on that play defensively.
He was timing it up, and
but you know, this is this is what we see. South's got to hurry their offense up. They can't take advantage now and look for the open man. They've got to take the shots when they can.
Also need to score when the clock is not running, as Castingay has just done there.
Right.
Medling will check out of the game. Rutstein will come back in for the Panthers. Castingay, the chance to go 6 for 6 from the line so far today. I hope I didn't just jinx him. I did not.
No, you did not. Amazing.
And checking back in now for the Titans is Derek Finley.
Collins had said it. The kid wouldn't hit a free throw the rest of the year.
Espinal will come out. Gave some valuable minutes there to the Titans. And 1 pass, 2 pass.
Got to get it over half court. Now they do. Now you just got to take your time. Now you take your time. 3:54 left. You got a 13-point lead.
Interesting shot there.
I don't think you want to take that shot.
Titans are fortunate to come away with it there. Oh my, and good. Wow, I'm going to tell you something right now, Tom.
Does this kid ever
McElliott is taking
not score when he drives the baseline? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Good dribble drive there, answered by Rochlow, but they can't exchange baskets right now, Tom. This is definitely not something the Panthers can afford to do.
Can't do it.
And we'll see if quarterbacking skills are on display here. Yep, and they will just kick it back out, work it around, and eat into that clock.
Oh, not with McElliott.
Not
with
McElliott. He's going to go up.
He's not holding on. He's not throwing that ball away.
He doesn't play. There's no clock in his mind.
No, that's exactly. No doubt about it. There's nobody else on the floor.
Right.
He's the only one.
So McElliott will go to the line with a chance to get a couple more here.
Gotta love it.
Absolutely.
Really gotta love it.
Gets his 12th point by my count of the game. And McElliott 5 for 5 himself from the line here today thus far.
Yeah, little timeout for Nashua North.
This will be the, and I'm sure that's probably what's being discussed right now is we'll see Coach Lane looking at the clock.
Set up what you do for the last 3:13 and see maybe who you want to put on the floor.
That's right. And also don't be in a hurry to try and score the basketball with a, with a big lead.
Right, exactly.
15-point lead with 3:13 to play here. 68-53. Want to welcome all the folks from around the state that are enjoying some good Sunday afternoon basketball.
Yeah, first Sunday without football. We'll get it back for one more day next week, and then we'll be done with football for a long time. Well, not so much. We'll have college football.
UNH getting ready to kick things off, Tom King.
Yes,
my alma mater.
How about that, huh? I mean,
good stuff.
Yep, Coach Mack did all the coaches did the conference, a Zoom interview, and
Coach Mack would play football year-round if he could. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. He told his players when they started practice the other day. He said it's August 4th.
That's right.
That's what he told them.
Coach Mack is a great man. I played for him at UNH for 5 years and gave one of the greatest inspirational speeches I ever heard. He played BU. We beat him 52-51 to win the conference.
Even better than one of yours?
Oh, much better.
Really?
He was.
I hear
unbelievable.
yours were.
Earth-shattering.
Exactly.
Falling short there was Rochlow.
Either that or the snoring that went on in the audience.
There was, worked around the perimeter.
If he had thrown up that shot,
he was just about
he was going to that bench quicker than you could say me.
I'm sure Coach Lane from behind that mask was saying, don't even think about it.
Right.
And
he did it that time.
Right there he goes. He did it, and as luckily.
He's got it again. He's going to pass it this
And
time.
guess who?
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Sam McElliott knocking it down for
What's
his
he got,
15th
Jason?
point.
15?
15 from McElliott, yeah. Crossover dribble there and pulled back out.
If I want to put what this North team is all about, I put McElliott on that poster. He's it.
Oh, yeah. Knocked down there, three-point attempt. Maybe too little, too late for Murphy. We'll see. 70-56, just about 2 minutes to go here in the game.
Oh,
as
he puts it up.
McElliott. And Coach Lane sitting with his hands
very
crossed
quietly,
between his
isn't he?
legs.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not real sure he's happy about that, but we'll see.
Oh.
Rojlo now, he using that forearm, and nice tough move, can't get it to go as McElliott comes back the other way. He does not have the numbers, but we know that won't slow him down, and now it does as Coach Lane gets in his ear. McElliott, the top of the key, crossover dribble, finds Harris Lopez now. He'll hold on. 135 and counting now. 14-point advantage, and Medling will foul.
Let me tell you something interesting. We only have 9 players, as we said, for Nashua South. I'll have to ask Nate about that after the game. But this is what Hollis Brookline did. They played because of all the scheduling disparities. They got a game. Bishop Curtin got them to fill a void, as we have big substitutions now for Nashua South.
Yep.
They got a game to fill a void, scheduling void, left by Pinkerton's absence.
Right.
With Hollis Brookline on Friday. So Hollis Brookline said, yeah, we'll play you on Friday, even though we have a game against Souhegan scheduled for Saturday in the afternoon.
Okay.
So they played at 5 on Friday. The rule that Hollis Brookline established, now whether it was administrative or coaching or whatever, I don't think it was from the coaching staff, I think it was from the administration possibly, that whoever played in the Friday game would not be available for the Saturday
No kidding,
game.
huh?
Yep.
Well, getting kids in, getting them some opportunities.
So
it's an open tournament, right, Tom? So
exactly.
everybody gets in.
So what they did was
wholesale changes for North as well right now.
They played their main lineup on Friday against VG, and then against Souhegan, they played a lot of underclassmen. And they lost that game by 18. They lost both games, but they lost that game by 18
but
points.
you know, you end up winning in the long run, getting kids some extra work. I think it's a great thing. 57 seconds and counting here. This is probably going to do it for this one. Nashua North will face off against Londonderry next Tuesday.
I don't think that was the motivation behind that.
That's a policy.
That's a pandemic policy.
Right, that's a policy, and good for them for doing it.
Exactly.
Find the importance, you know.
Right, because of 2 days, there's no time in between games.
Jack Peters now with the ball down in the corner, goes off his foot. Great linebacker for that football team. As finds down on the low post, a great move there by Jack Washington. Couldn't get it to go. Back the other way come the Panthers. 24 seconds and counting. A chance from the perimeter, a dribble drive, kick out there as Cyrus Roy gives it up. Roy finds Miranda. Miranda will dish it underneath. And a good opportunity there for McClintock. He couldn't get it to go. Here come the Titans. As we mentioned, this Titan team will play at Londonderry next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. South goes to Merrimack Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Weather permitting, obviously, Tom.
Yeah, I know. We're supposed to get a lot, so we'll see. All right, Jason Roby.
That was a good one, Tom
Not
King.
Not a bad game.
Good afternoon here.
Nashua South falls to Nashua North by a final of 70-56. We hope you enjoyed this Nashua ETV broadcast, and you know what? Let's do it again next Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Belanger Gym.
Sounds good. Take care, everybody.